What's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm here for Power Book 2 Ghost Spinoff Theory. And we're going to talk about today Tariq and Kane. And while I'm telling y'all right now, Tariq and Kane's beef is not over, and it will reignite, as I feel like the drug game is just not big enough for the both of them. And whether they like it or not, there will always be reasons for them to be eternal rivals. Now, this video is going to be another banger. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get to it, all right? Here's why Tariq and Kane's beef is not over, and it will reignite, and it will not end until Tariq ultimately kills Kane, all right? Tariq is not over all the disrespect from Kane over the past 4 seasons above all else. He most likely has already grown to love Diana at least a little bit, because she almost became the mother of his firstborn child. But before that moment, he already was sick and tired of the Tejadas as a family unit, constantly making his life more difficult. He himself said that he had bullets for the whole family after Kanan set him up for murder. And with Monet dead and Kane on the run, Tariq will definitely keep Diana close to him. Because not only is he a simp and a sucker for love and way too forgiving of these bitches, but because Diana can also be a valuable asset who would have no problem moving weight for Tariq. She is his Tasha in a sense. She will cling to Tariq and fall deeper in love with him than she ever was. And we all know there was always a chance Tariq will slip and start sleeping with her once again. In fact, we can almost guarantee it, because he's not going to allow any other extra women to get close to him, most likely. And Diana is the only one of the Tejada siblings that Tariq would allow to live after all that he has been through. With Drew going to Paris, the writers may have completed his character arc. But when it comes to Kane Tejada, we all know that he's way too popular of a character to not make a return. Woody, the brother who plays Kane in Power Book 2, was seen in a picture with the brother who plays Diamond in Book 4 Force. So it's very likely we will see the return of both Tariq and Kane at the same time in 2026. But aside from Tariq already being petty and secretly still hating Kane, which I believe he does, Kane is extremely petty as well and still views Tariq as a little nigga to him. So if he wanted to take issue with Tariq for choosing to still work with the same ops who killed his mother, these two men could end up going to war very quickly. And even though Kane currently doesn't have a new team and is on the run, the writers will find a way to still make Kane a definite challenge to Tariq and the pain in his ass. Kane will eventually rebuild and start to become the man he always wanted Monet to see him as. At the very least, he will definitely press Tariq about it to his face if given the opportunity. And by that point, there is always the possibility that Diana is already down with Tariq by the time Kane shows up, and she will be able to convince Kane to get money with Tariq. And we could potentially see Kane begin to rebuild in Chicago under Diamond's wing, with him remaining in Chicago and starting a new life. But for some reason, I also feel like that scenario is way too predictable. Plus, the writers probably have more plans for Kane's character and personal story. And we can be sure that him and Effie Morales' love story isn't over either. So when Effie betrays Tariq yet another time, and she will do it, the one person Effie knows for sure will put his life on the line to protect her from all danger is Kane Tejada. creating another realistic situation where Kane and Tariq will end up going to war. And if you ask me, Nate Almighty, what I think of all this, I say the power writers need to bring all the smoke, because we still care about Tariq more than Kane. So what would be better from a narrative perspective than to see Kane lose Monet and his daddy, see his family get annihilated, kill Noma and go on the run, start a new life in another state, find out Tariq still going balls deep in his sister Diana, and then fast forward a couple seasons of whatever spinoff Kane is on, and he finally has become the man and boss of his own very successful drug organization, maybe with the help of Effie as his number 2, or he becomes Effie's number 2, right? And also maybe Effie is now pregnant, or they already have a young child together. Yes, Kane will be in the best position he's ever been in. Even though he lost his parents and had to leave New York on his way to success, he can finally say he built a good life for himself the way he wanted to, with all the potential in the world to keep expanding and building his wealth. And then Kane will be alone in his home one day, and Tariq will be there, dressed in all black. Maybe Kane becomes a major competitor. Maybe Tariq really was secretly waiting for Kane to get comfortable and start to slip, just so he could still kill him for setting him up for the murder of a police officer and almost putting him in prison for the rest of his life. In the streets, people get killed for way less every single day. And then you see Tariq deliver one of his legendary lines, like he did to Junior Young before he killed him, like he did to Zion before he killed him. His legendary lines. Maybe he says something along the lines of, "Oh, you thought it was over, nigga?" Pow. And maybe he messes around and kills Effie the same day. I think that calls for good TV, good cinema, if you ask me. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the Kane and Tariq beef is over? Or do you think it has just begun? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.